God keep you, my darling. God keep you.
Here. Take these and I'll give you some water.
I'm all right. Just dreaming, I guess.
Starting to run a fever. Take him. Might stave it off for a while.
The female of the species really gets around, doesn't she?
We're all gonna be rotten with that stuff pretty soon. Where you going?
Down to the drugstore to get a malted milk. Where am I going?
How is he, Sergeant?
He's all right. Won't hit him good for a little while yet.
Hey, Sarge, they're towing a line of barges toward the inlet on the West Island.
How do you like that? Attacking us when we're lying down, that dirty...
Yeah, it's almost enough to spur a man to action, isn't it?
A man, yes. But these southern aristocrats, they're a different breed. Well, I'm up anyway. How do I look?
Sir, your manly features are ravaged by disease. You lean slightly to the north-northeast. You're more cross-eyed than usual, but otherwise you...
And what are you doing?
According to my draft board, if a man can stand up and see lightning and hear thunder, he can fight.
Lie down, you 4F.
Oh, how repulsive you are. Don't turn that face toward me. Save it for the Japanese.
Let me be the last to shake your hand.
Well, I certainly. Morituri salutamus. The light foot on the sill of shade and all that sort of stuff. If I should die, think only this of me. I won't have to look at Mulveroy anymore.
Thanks, pal. Thanks. That's an inspiring message.
If you wait till they begin to come out through the narrows, we ought to be able to sink them one at a time. It's a perfect shot for the house.
Okay, you take over. What's the matter with you?
Don't ask me to bend over, Sergeant, but I can walk around.
Get back in that blanket.
Is that an order, Sergeant?
No.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Well, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna make holes in the bottom of those barges as fast as they come out.
You mean we're gonna try to hold this island?
Didn't we decide that last night?
We didn't decide anything last night.
Well, that's right, we didn't. I just made up my mind, that's all. I don't want to persuade anybody.
Don't worry, you ain't persuading me. I still want to get out of here. We can do it, too. We could take the outrigger and cross stage 25 before those Japs were anywhere near us.
That's right, that's the truth.
What are we gonna do?
Well, since we're fighting for the democratic way of life, let's be democratic about it. Let's take a vote.
All right, let's vote whether we stay on the island one more day. Tomorrow we can take another vote if we feel like
If
it.
we're still here.
Sure, then, if there's ever any question of what happened, why, it was a vote. Who's got a pencil?
I don't know why I always furnish the writing materials.
Is this a secret ballot?
Well, it's as secret as you want to keep it. Anybody want to say anything?
Yes, I do. Gentlemen, I find that my natural cynicism is not decreased by tropical malaria or short rations. The apothegms and rebel yells that spring to my lips at this moment are not such as you'd expect from one who numbers Patrick Henry among his great-great-grandsires. The emotions that come boiling up out of me are not heroic. I feel myself inclined to mutter something about, "You're dead a long time. And what do you want, my blood?" And if we're offering ourselves up for posterity, well, who knows if he's going to like posterity? And what difference does it make about one rock in a whole ocean? And listen, fellas, we aren't going to get another chance back there among the women we love and the cold drinks and the things we want to do. Who picked us out to save the world anyway? And are we perfectly sure it's worth the effort? And what's the good of saving the whole world if you happen to die in the process?
That's what I say.
But I vote to try it another day.
What?
Yeah. I vote to try it another day and probably another one after that.
What for?
Because I'm essentially a fool like those ancestors of mine. Those oratorical ancestors who preferred death rather than slavery. In this last analysis, I string along with them. And you know something? I want to sink those Jap boats. I want to sink every one of them. I only hope you all have more sense than I have. Here's my vote.
You guys are just plain crazy, that's all. I wouldn't mind sitting on this island from now until Christmas if I thought everybody else was doing a little bit too. But you heard the radio yesterday. $2 million was bet at some racetrack in Baltimore. We're getting our brains knocked out. And they're watching a bunch of horses run around in a circle. Is that what we're here for? So maybe next year they can bet $3 million? Like Marion says, how do we know the whole thing's worth fighting for? Think back to 1930 and around there. A chicken in every pot, they told us, only nobody had a pot. My father couldn't get a job for 2 years. My kid sister got bent legs because there was no milk or orange juice for her. Once we'd have starved to death if I hadn't stolen a sack of potatoes from a freight car. I can't forget those things. I guess that doesn't mean anything to guys like you. Your folks had money. You lived on a farm. You don't know what it means to go hungry. And you...
I've been waiting for you to get around to me, brother. Where do you think the Mulveroys spent the winter of 1930? At Palm Beach with the Vanderbilts? What makes you think you're the only guy whose pants are too big for his belly? And if you used that stupid skull of yours, you'd realize why we're here. We're not just fighting Japs. We're fighting so that in 1950 kids won't have to steal potatoes out of a boxcar. Here's my vote. Here's mine.
How we stay? It's unanimous.
What's the matter? Can't a guy change his mind? But listen, you Mick, if it don't turn out the way you said, I'm gonna take your harp and wrap it around your thick Irish skull.
Don't worry. It'll turn out. Because if it don't, a lot of other skulls besides mine are gonna get broken. And he'll keep right on breaking them until it does turn out.
Hey, Mr. Gunn, just can't seem to locate it. The barge is starting through the Narrows now. It's gonna be like shooting fish in a barrel.
Come on, let's go! All right, fellas, stand aside. Let a man pull that rotten lanyard.
Target, first barge. You take it, Quiz. I can't see the thing.
Come on, come on, come on.
Target, first barge. Range 800. Lead 5.
Ready.
Fire!
Right in the middle of his tongue, Joe.
Howard will.
Here they come.
Fire. Come on, come on.
Death to him who meets it with an upright heart. A quiet haven where his shattered bark harbors secure till the rough storm is past. Perhaps a
How do
passage.
you like that? Poetry at a time like this.
That reminds me, Mr. Mulroy. Before we go back there, I want you to know that a Southern gentleman always repays his honest debts. Here's that last $5 I owe you. Don't spend it all in one place.
Hey, look! They got the gun!
Well, I guess we did all we could. Looks like we're out of business.
Halina kayo! Halina kayo rito!
Maybe we can get to H-25.
Oh, come on, what are we waiting for?
Halina kayo rito!